back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, I am Demon Fox. This is my 1988 Mustang GT, AKA the Red Demon. Been working on a car for 3.5 years. Go back and check out my last video, guys. I'll put a card up on the top there. Check it out. You'll see that she busted off in 3.5 years. So a lot's been done in this car, guys, and wasn't documented because I haven't been doing YouTube for very long. So, you know, a lot's been done to the car, but prior of the YouTube. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys' support. I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We're gonna see if we can get 2020 started off, but hopefully getting the Red Demon on the ground because we still got torque boxes to do, subframe connectors, and a few other things that we want to get done. Carpet, got new carpet for the car, floor mats. I like to reupholster this driver's seat. Never done one before, so I would actually like to try to do it myself. Save myself money because the seat covers themselves are pretty expensive. So make sure you continue watching the channel. We got a lot left to do on the Red Demon, guys, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys' support. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, man. I sure would appreciate it. So today, what we're going to try to do is get this 90-degree fitted up to the car, because I'm not going to use this one, because once this thing gets under full throttle and starts pulling a lot of vacuum, it's probably just going to collapse on me. So, and it's a shame too, because I had that thing fitting perfect to the car. So now we're kind of back at square one again. So what I plan on doing, guys, is just taking my time, mocking this thing up on the car and cutting just a little bit at a time, because of course you can always take material off. You can't put it back on unless you have a aluminum welder, and we don't have aluminum welder here. So I just want to take my time and try to get that thing mocked up and fit it right to the car so we can go to the next project. We don't have much left to do. We still need to get the fenders and all bolted up like they're supposed to. The front end, as you see, still got to get it bolted up right. But I want to get all this stuff under the hood done first. Then we'll fit all that up. And I know a lot of you guys, a lot of you guys don't know what rims and tires we're actually going to be running on the car. And that's the reason why I did the 5-low conversion to start with, because of the rims that I bought. The 5-low conversion, guys, I got videos on that. I'll put a card up here. Go check them out. I got a playlist. But you can do it on the cheap, guys, if you just go buy my video, trust me. Or videos, I should say. But I done that pretty cheap, even with the Cobra calipers and the Moser axles. I may have, I'd say, probably $600 to $700, if that, in this 5-low conversion, because a lot of my receipts were just invoices without the dollar amount on it. So, and I got a pile of receipts, guys, trust me. A lot of work's been done on this car, but we're gonna try to get this 90-degree done today, and then we can get the upper radiator hose back on, you know, stuff like that, get some coolant in it and all that. But before we do that, I would like to be able to try to see what's going on with the tune on the car. May have too much fuel pressure, you know, all that good stuff. So we still got a lot to do, guys, so make sure you continue watching the channel. You don't want to miss it, because this is my first turbo build, and I've never actually rode in a turbo car other than my wife's Sonata. It's a little bit different, guys, but it's quick though. It really is. Little 2.0, man. It's unreal the horsepower it's got. But I've never actually had a V8 turbo car, never drove one, never rode in one. So this is going to be new to me, guys. The tuning, all that stuff's going to be new. So make sure you continue watching the channel, and you can see from my mistakes, so you don't make the same mistakes that I probably will do. So let's get started. Let's get set it up and see if we can't get this thing fitted to the Demon. Alright, so hope I got this long enough, guys. It may not be long enough, seriously. It really needs to be all the way up there. Now, we may have to cut this down just a little bit to shorten that up. You can always do that. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do is maybe take about a 1/2 inch to start with out on both sides here. So let's get set up to do that, get it cut, and stick it back up here and see if it'll fit. Alright, so what I'm doing, I'm just going to guesstimate to start with. Like I said, it ain't got to be perfect. So there we go. So we'll do about the same on this end. And all I'm doing is laying my finger up against it like this. I'm just twisting it around, keep me a nice consistent mark around it. So there we go. So we'll take about that much off, and about that much, like I said, guys, we're just going to do a little bit at a time. We're not going to get carried away with it. So let's get this thing right here cut, and we'll try to fit it up again. All right, guys, I got it cut. I thought I had the camera recording, but it wasn't. I apologize. But I already got some of it cut off. We're not really worried about it if it's straight. It's no big deal. We can always grind it or whatever. So what I'm gonna do is stick it up here. Like I said, it's just gonna be, sticking it up here, taking it off, cutting a little section at a time until I get the length that I want. So I'm really not gonna bore you guys with that. I'm just gonna stick it back up here, put me probably another 1/2 inch mark on here on both ends, cut it off with cut off wheel on my angle grinder, and just repeat the process. That's all you got to do, guys. So once I get it cut to length, we'll pick this back up and we'll see how we're gonna get some makeshift bead on this thing. So just hang tight, guys, and I'll get this thing fitted up. But that's basically the premise here. Just cut a little bit at a time till you get where you want it, and then you're ready to bolt her up. All right, y'all, I got it cut. The cuts don't have to be perfect by no means, guys. Just keep that in mind, because it's all gonna be hit in there. I could go in there and hit that with a grinder and make it look nice and pretty, but I'm not really too concerned about that right now. I just want to get this thing fitted up to the car. So what I'm gonna try to do now is attempt to get this thing on these pipes right here. So let's try that. May have to end up taking a little bit more off, I'm not sure, but we end up taking probably about 3/4 to an inch off of both ends. So let's see if I can get this thing in here and hopefully get it to where we need it to be, and it's still not too long. This right here is what's going to be probably a pain in the butt. Is getting this stuff together here. So do I need to take just a little bit more maybe? I think I can, if I can get it all together. It's going to be the pain in my butt, guys. Maybe grab a screwdriver. Let me grab a screwdriver. Need to really get the bottom in. Almost there, guys. There we go. Fix my wrap. There we go. All right, let me take about another 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch off each end, and then we'll try this again. All right, guys, I got it on there. I know I was gonna do like a little makeshift bead on this thing, but after putting everything together and clamping these clamps down real tight, this thing is not gonna go anywhere by no means. But if I do have an issue with it, I got a friend, he'll actually bead roll it for me, but he told me more than likely it'll be fine. And I believe him because, man, this thing is on there solid, guys. So that is done. That is another thing checked off the list. We wasn't able to run this elbow, of course, because we didn't want to have no issues with it. So that's why we done this. And this is how much I cut off. I apologize, guys. I thought my camera was going, but it wasn't. But we just cut that much off both ends. It ain't got to be perfect. No, it ain't got to be super straight either, guys. Keep that in mind, because you're never going to see any of it anyway. And then just take you a bench grinder, deburr around the OD of it, and then take you something like this box cutter. And I just use this right here to deburr the ID of the pipe. And I use the angle grinder with the cutoff wheel and cut it with that. So that is done, guys. That's another one, like I said, we can check off the list. We still got a lot left to do on the Red Demon. I'm gonna throw that cup in over there real quick on that hood hinge. I ain't gonna bore you guys with that, but that's pretty much all I got in this video, guys. I appreciate you stopping by, checking it out. I appreciate all you guys' support. Give this video a thumbs up, drop me a comment down below. If you're new to the channel, I sure would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. That'd be cool as hell. But stay tuned for the next video, guys. That's all I got for you, and I'll see you in the next one.